Welcome. This is Melinda Barlow, CZT, Certified Fife Tangle Teacher. And today's lesson is Fife. And it's a fun tangle to do. Just have to make sure you don't do it too small. Then it can get kind of frustrating. So today we're going to start out with dot in the corners on our tile, our border. And then we're going to we can put a string in, and today I'm just going to divide my tile in half with my string. And now I'm going to take my tile and I'm going to put dots. It's going to be a dot grid, and they are going to be, the dot grids are going to be about, I don't know, they're a little bit more than, probably a ½ inch apart. We're just going to go ahead and make this dot grid in half our tile. And you notice I had I was able to do 4 dots across here, and as I came down I just did 3 and 2 because my string was a little curved, and so that made me have to change exactly where my dots are going. And now we're going to connect these dots with in our grid with rounded shapes like this. So they're kind of pointed at one end, and they round out and they come down to a point. And I'm just going to connect all those lines together, and I'm going to come over and connect these. I call this kind of a rice kernel shape. Maybe a little larger than a rice kernel, but just go ahead and connect these shapes. Now we have all those dots connected. Now we can connect, make it so it looks like it would have gone further on past my border, but since it's not quite a ½ inch there, I have to just do a partial tangle. And I would do that same partial tangle here. Now I'm going to turn my tile, and I'm going to connect these dots going the other direction. So I actually have little squares. And I can do a partial shape there and a partial shape here, so that it fills up my entire space that I have sectioned off for my tangle. We don't want it floating in the air. And if I didn't go all the way to the edge, it would look like it was kind of floating. Do one right here in the end, and a partial, and a partial. So now we have them going vertically and horizontally. Now we're going to turn our tile, and we're going to make them going diagonally. I'm going to have a diagonal one here, here. Sure, they should go from point to point. But when we have that corner, we really don't know where it's going to end, so it's a little different. From dot, from corner to corner. You can see if you did not space your little dot grid far enough apart, this would soon be too crowded to work in. now we have them going diagonally one direction. Now I'm going to turn my tile, and I'm going to make them going the other direction. But this time, they are going to do the Hollibaugh effect. So it's going to go under. So your line is, it looks like that little rice shape is under the one above. It's very important that you watch. I do this side, then I come back and do this other side. If you don't, if you do these two sides, sometimes you'll find that it's a little off shape and doesn't match up, so it's very important that you do first one side, then the other. It's a very light tingle, lots of light. We're going to shade so you can see how you can get the contrast that you need to make this tangle have that drama I always talk about. I think we got them all. Sometimes I'll come back and I'll realize, oh, I missed a spot, especially when I go to shade in. You can see I'm seeing a few of my spots that I missed. Okay, now you have two choices. And you can either take your pen and color in the background, behind, and I'm going to just color in a few, and I'm going to show you how you can kind of make the shape kind of stand out when you just color in partial. It's kind of a fun technique to not color in everything behind. The coloring in is going to make this tangle kind of pop out. I'm going to take your time and make sure you filled in the entire little space. You don't leave any little white marks. And you can fill in the back with the background with your pen. I have quite a few little white marks I can see, which this is a fun way. It's very zen producing because you're just coloring in. Taking your time. One other thing you can do is you can do this with your pencil. And I'm looking at my pencil, and this has such a dull point. Looking to see if I have another pencil. I don't even have a sharpener right here. Oh, yes, there I do. There's my sharpener. I'm going to sharpen up this point on this pencil because it will be helpful. And I just use a little metal hand sharpener. Okay, or you can take your pencil and you can fill in the background. Instead of ink, you can do it with graphite. And you're going to get pretty much the same effect, just a little lighter, and I'm going to smooth it out with my shading stump. That's what I like about using the graphite, is I can fill in and make sure I don't have any of the light spots. It's just a little easier. So that's another way to shade. Another way you can do it is you can put a little graphite on these little ones that go out and then blend. Blend those out. And that's another fun way to shade this particular tangle. Fife, what can you say? It's a great tangle for filling in space. It goes with, you can add this with something that has a lot of straight lines or curved lines. It's just a very versatile tangle. You can see here, I've added it with Munchkin and other tangles. It's just a great filler. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Just remember, don't make your Fife too tiny. That makes it hard to do. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below. It's always appreciated.